Welcome back to Warzone Workshop. Today we're going to be taking this AK CNC'd hop-up unit from Bullgear, full chamber, hop-up chamber from Bullgear. It's their new hop-up chamber, but it's not going to be able to go in my rock hard TP. So I'm going to have to put it in something else. Maybe the LCT AK. We'll just be boring and put it in an AK. Try it out. We're gonna go ahead and break down one of my AKs, probably this one, and put that hop-up unit to the test.
The whole point of upgrading this LCT AK with a CNC'd aluminum hop-up unit is because the hop-up unit that it has is a slide bar style AK hop-up, and it's just prone to not holding position.
Alright, so I got all the components together, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to reassemble it. Now to do so, we're going to need the barrel, which I didn't take out because I didn't want to take my barrel assembly apart. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. There we go, took my barrel out. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about how this all goes together. So this is the original LCT hop-up rubber. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this one out for a Laylax Prometheus one at the same time that I swap out my barrel, which I haven't done yet on this gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on there. But just to make sure things go smoothly, I'm gonna put a little bit of lubricant. On the rubber. And the little elevator. There we go. And the pusher. Just gonna go ahead and lubricate all that. Just because it's metal on metal, and it's not a high stress thing, but I just want to have a little bit. Probably unnecessary with it being aluminum on aluminum, but that's what the comment section down below is for. You can let me know I'm wrong. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. This is where my opening is. My hop-up nub went who knows where, so luckily I have this extra one. So now you got your little nub there. And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna open it up. The lubricant will help you to keep that in place as well. It'll give it a slight stick to the metal. So now that's in there, and that is how it adjusts downward with very precise click, click, click movements. And this will get pushed back up when this is retracted by just the rubber itself pushing back on it. And every time a BB goes through it, it'll be, you know, not, it won't cause the hop-up unit to move at all. It'll be nice and secure. So now this barrel is going to get put right in here, and it's got little notches for the barrel to hook into. All right, so there's a tiny piece when you get the hop-up unit, and that's this piece right here. And what it does is it goes into your inner barrel and locks it in place so it doesn't rotate. There we go. It goes, and if we take a look at this, when this gets threaded down, it puts the pressure on the hop-up, and then when it's taken off, boom, it goes back up. No springs, just mechanics. Just mechanical. Totally mechanical, without any springs. Just using the rubber itself. So you got a little bit up, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little more, all the way up to there. Wow, that's fantastic. And it'll just be the click, click, click of this, using the threaded rod to push that in and out. You will have this thing dialed in perfectly. Perfectly.
Wow, that is fantastic. Now go ahead and thread this back in. Now that will control this little wedge as it goes back and forth with very, very precise movements, and it can't be haltered in any way. Alright, so I just got my barrel off. I didn't want to have to take it off this way, but I did. And of course it just slides on there just like that. Boom, dandy. Just like that. Boom, dandy. And that's going to, of course, be inside of this. So in order to get this in there, I'm going to have to put this through here. This is the musical chairs you have to do with your inner barrel. And that's going to go in there just like that. But before I do that, I'm going to push it all the way up to the front. So I drop my mech box back in, which I have set to safety, which is how I took it out. So then I'm going to go ahead and drop that back in. And now that that's in there, we'll go ahead and take a look at the other locking feature, which is that it threads in and goes right onto the front of your mech box. So I got to take out that screw. So now this pop-up unit that we just put in is going to slot right in there like that, and then push back on it. You know what? I might have to try, because there's a lot of space here. Maybe I could put this in the PP19. I'll have to take that apart and see how much space it needs, because you could cut this thing back all the way to there and still be able to turn the thing, because you just grab from the top. You'd have to open up the PP19. You'd have to open up completely. I don't know. Maybe it's worth a look. If nothing else, I'm sure they could come up with another one that's for PP19, which I would love. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop these two in. Pop, pop. Now that I got that all put together, I got my bling inside my AK. Got that shiny silver and gold look in there of the aluminum and brass. And that piece is starting to get less stiff, so I think after a couple hundred of those, it should be right as rain. Just gonna take the magazine, right? Okay. Magazine does clip in. I just had a wire in the way. I had to push it out of the way. So magazine goes in. Now, I haven't installed the LCT over insertion plate that's supposed to go in here. So I just made myself one out of some rubber, so that I can put my magazines in without putting them in too far, so that they click in more reliably. And they fit right into that hop-up. Can't wait to shoot this bad boy. Alright, and here we go. Volato.